Johners! What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Buckets, aka the Tree Trunk Man, and get ready for Tree Trunk Summer. Today we have a pretty interesting one for you because we are going to be taking the sounds of God of War and introducing them to New Jersey. Why am I doing this to myself? And before you even do anything, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It would really help me out. Hit that like button, also really help me out. And share this video if you like it with anyone who you think might enjoy it. And stick around to the end because I'll put a little treat up there for you. I'll give you a little treat. I think I'm gonna put a little sneak preview of some music I'm working on in there. So if you're interested, stick around for that. Otherwise, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, God of War. What do we know about God of War? Well, we know that there's God, and we know that there's war. Scratch that. We know that there's Dad, and we know that there's Boy. And we know that this is the fourth game in the series. It's the only one that I've played. We know that Kratos says, Boy. We know Freya's there, and we know that the music for this game was done by Bear McCreary. You know, Bear McCreary, Coral! Bear McCreary, the guy who did the music for The Walking Dead. Man, that was a good show until it stopped being a good show. Alright, and what do we know about New Jersey? Well, we know they got the Turnpike. We know they got Snooki, DJ Pauly D, JWoww. We know they have bad drivers. We know they have Wawa. Oh, dude, I should go get some Wawa. I'll be back. My local Wawa was closed, so I got Sheets, Big Sad. And I also got a bottle of Andre, which I will be consuming directly from the bottle in honor of the Jersey Shore. I figured we want to go kind of trashy on this one. You didn't think I'd make a Jersey Club video without getting crunk, did you? So, for those of you who don't know what Jersey Club music is, it's music that's just basically engineered for, like, fist bumping. It's up there for me as some of the hypest music on the planet. It's really bad. Really bad, notoriously bad, but man, I love it. I love it. It's so easy to dance to, and it hits hard. And so that is the sound that we will be bringing Bear McCreary's wonderful God of War soundtrack into. Now, to kick off this process, I think what I'm gonna have to do, I haven't listened to Jersey Club in quite some time, so I'm gonna go to the internet's #1 source of Jersey Club music, which is Club Jersey. And I'm just gonna skim through some of their tracks and see what they have to offer, see what qualities they have, see what sounds I need, and I think I'll go into a time lapse of that right now. Alright, so I just got done listening to about 20 minutes worth of Jersey Club, and it just solidified that I really like this genre. There are some of the tracks that are really complex and have a lot of work and thought put into them, and then there are other tracks that are just really bare bones and basic, and I'm kind of thinking that we're gonna lean more toward that one. It also got me kind of off on a tangent looking for the specific drum break that they use in a lot of the Jersey Club songs. In this case, it took me a little bit to find it, but it's called the Baltimore break. Not quite as famous as the Amen break, but it is used in many of the Jersey Club songs, so I'm thinking that we might put that into our track. Otherwise, I think we're good to start making this track, so here you go. So as for how I came up with this idea, well, the whole bit started when I was on voice chat with some of the boys. We were having kind of a slow night, and my dad just told me a ridiculous story about something that happened to him in a Jersey Mike's. And for some reason, Kratos came up. My first thought was to put Kratos and Boy into Jersey Mike's. So, like, you know, we just made a whole thing out of it. So basically, it starts with Kratos and Boy wandering around, foraging for food, and they come upon a Jersey Mike's. So they go inside the Jersey Mike's, and Boy just goes, "Father, where are we? What's this place called?" And Kratos just goes, "We are in a realm known as Jersey Mike's, boy." And the boy's just like, "Where do we get the food?" And then Kratos is just like, "In the direction there are Mikes." You know, and then they leave the Jersey Mike's, and all is fine, right? Kratos and Boy just like strolling along, but then Boy wasn't looking out, so Boy falls ill. And then Kratos knows exactly where to take him. So they return to the Jersey Mike's, and who else works at the Jersey Mike's but Freya? And so Freya's there like, "Hi, how may I help you? May I take your order?" And then Kratos just goes, "Freya, the boy is sick. Fix him!" And that's kind of where the bit falls apart. You know, that said, it gave me this whole idea to bring the sounds of New Jersey to God of War, because I think those are the two most opposite things potentially in the universe. So back to the track. As you can see in the little time lapse here, I just basically cut the sample up. I tempo matched the sample. I added the drums. I recorded the samples in my MIDI keyboard. I added some 808s, and of course I added my producer tag. And after that, I just arranged the track out, put a rough mix on it. I used some of my mastering plugins, and just like that, it was done in no time. I took some time off camera to finish the second half and to mix it. I got the bed squeak samples in there. It's a staple of every Jersey Club song. And other than that, I think it goes pretty hard. If you like it, I'll put the link to just the song in the cards, one of these sides. And so here it is, the God of War Jersey Club remix, which I have entitled Look at Me Boy. I hope you enjoy it. This is all I have. All right, here it is.
Look at me, boy.
And there you have it. We have taken God of War and put it in New Jersey. What did you think? Did you love it? Did you dislove it? Put in the comments below. All of my social media and my Spotify are in the description if you're interested in following me there. And here's a reminder to like, share, and subscribe, but most importantly, share. And without further ado, here is a preview of my next song in the end cards. Peace out.